Okay, so today we're going to be checking out Connor with a video. We need to talk about the Ironmouse situation. I did see like a little bit about this on Twitter, but the hate towards Ironmouse has been like versatile. It's terrible. Like I just think that like undermining somebody's achievements is just horrible in general. But yeah, let's see what Connor has to say about the situation.
Going to be a long-winded rant, and if you like that, welcome. Come join the Angry British Man. And if not, don't worry, my normal videos will resume after this one. I just had to talk about it. I feel like online lately, it has been a miserable experience for any of us to be online. And I actively feel that my mental health gets drained slowly using any online platform, especially, my personal case, Twitter. I think Twitter allowing people to make money from ads is probably one of the worst changes to any platform in history. Sure, I get $20 here and there for tweeting a funny picture of my giant monkey behind me, but there are those who use it to spread misinformation, lies.
I mean, it's because it's like a lot of things are like reactionary. Like it's just the fact of, okay, if your tweet, if it gets traction and views and likes and that gives you money, you're obviously encouraged to do things, to tweet things, even if they're lies, for money. I mean, it's the same concept of, like making videos and, making clickbait horrible videos. Like if it gets you money, there is the incentive there to do it. I mean, I guess there's like Twitter notes, but I don't think Twitter notes is really like fucking helping the misinformation all the time. Because like even if I don't know, it gets community noted or something, it's like the misinformation's still there. People don't fucking care. A lot of people just don't care, and they're gonna spread misinformation. They're gonna spread hate for money, and it's kind of sad, but that's just how the internet is in reality, honestly.
Make stuff up, spew absolute vile hatred stuff. It's pretty horrible experience to use it now, as Twitter seems to feel like it only wants outragement bait or tweets that'll make people angry. And if you're not seeing that, you're seeing somebody get killed. So it's really just a miserable experience overall. And don't get me started on TikTok and Instagram, which are famous for their brutal comments. And I wouldn't really even use the word brutal, because I think brutal can sometimes mean there's a bit of honesty and fun there. But I would say it's just cruel. Like just being online right now is cruel. People just mean. Nobody has any respect for each other. But I don't think I've quite lost as much faith in the internet as I have until now. But look, I'll be honest. This video is about one thing. It's about the weird blanket hatred towards VTubers. I've seen a massive, massive hate train against Ironmouse,
100%,
which I don't understand. And I know that you guys aren't the ones doing this. You guys watching this video are very normal and well-adjusted people, and I appreciate that. But there are a lot of people online that seem to just have fun ruining other people's lives. I don't understand it. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I bringing all of this up? Well, don't worry. It'll all make sense. Just get along for the ride and listen to the weird British man
strapped in. I'm strapped in.
In 2024, Ironmouse broke the all-time sub record on Twitch.
Which is fucking insane.
Massive achievement.
That's
it was,
insane.
I'm sure, an amazing and an inspiring moment for all of us, as well as Mouse. Unfortunately, probably what you didn't see was the deluge of vile comments, disturbing threats, and just overall hatred towards Mouse. And I'd love to tell you that this all started here and it's pretty much gone with now, but sadly this is a thing that has been going on for a very, very long time. And this is not just for Mouse. VTubers in general have had to deal with a lot of—
what is it? VTubers are cringe, lazy, and fake. I find it very sickening how VTubers, especially Whole Life members, get so many fans and white knights. I know this is cliche, but as far as I know, they could be a 300-pound man sitting in his mum's basement. I just can't muster the courage to survive more than 10 seconds of any VTuber content. Most of the time, they have no personality and play on the over-sexualized avatar. I frequently watch podcasts and commentary YouTubers, and I prefer quality over some cringy and fake avatar. My best sum up of VTubers is they are corporate manufactured characters to exploit power social relationships. This is just my opinion, and I don't actively be toxic or degrade them, but I do hate them with a burning fashion. I do watch anime and read manga. There's that weird thing where it's like, oh, well, a VTuber could just be a 300-pound man sitting in his mum's basement. But it's like the exact same thing like, because he said this person says, "Oh, I frequently watch podcasts and commentary YouTubers." The thing is, there's a lot of commentary YouTubers who don't show their face, and they're faceless, but there's not that same versatile hate or that same sort of energy of, "Oh, they're a 300-pound man sitting in their basement," because, like, you know, no matter who it is, if they don't show their face, hypothetically, they could fucking be a 300-pound man, sitting in their mother's basement. They could. Very much so could be, but it's a weird concept of like a different energy because this person, it's kind of hypocritical in the sense of, oh, okay, so just because you're a VTuber using a quote fake avatar, that means you could be a 300-pound man sitting in his mom's basement, but a commentary YouTuber that doesn't show their face, even though they could also be a 300-pound man sitting in their mum's basement. But I think it's the whole concept of like, oh, well, they're using like a female model and they have a cutesy, female anime voice and they could just be a 300-pound man. I don't know. It's just stupid to me. Um, but like, this is just like a generalization being like they have no personality and play on the over sexualized avatar. Because obviously, I think that, uh, it's a lot. It's those things where it's like when people make a generalization and when it's like, oh, when you're not a part of the community and all you see is a particular thing, then that's going to be your perception, right? And it's hard to change someone's perception and change someone's reality if all they see or their entire perception is, oh, well, that's what VTubers are, because I've heard them whatever from some other place, or I've seen some Twitter posts of misinformation, because people don't want to look into things. People don't want to do their own research. They don't like, this person already fucking hates VTubers, so of course they're gonna go out there and actually try and watch VTubers and explore VTubers and see that, yeah, there's different kinds of VTubers, and yes, VTubers are very fucking, a lot of them are not fucking lazy, because just as much so as any other fucking content creator, as any other streamer, you still gotta put the hard work in to grow and make a community, make fucking money. It's the same as any other content creators, any fucking other streamer. To get to a popular place or, gain viewership or gain traction or gain any form of success, there is hard work that's put into that. And that there's no inherent difference in that. And you could say, oh, well, getting in a company is like a fast track to success. To a certain extent, yes, but obviously you still worked hard in getting that opportunity and you deserve to be there and you are talented in the sense of, you probably had content, you're probably already making content before getting into a company like Whole Life. You're probably already doing things actively, and those things that you did, what got you into Whole Life. You deserve to be there just as much as anybody else. It's just, I don't know, it's just stupid. I don't know, God.
Shit. Just for being an anime girl or boy on the internet.
Yeah.
So let's go back in time a little bit so that we can better understand the full scope of this mess. Yes, you got me. This is a video about me defending my friend. 100%. I'm not even trying to hide that. But I also just want to bring a tiny bit of attention to the level of normalized hate that is just for some reason acceptable. And hopefully that, maybe this video can make a tiny bit of a change. Because what some of these creators have to endure is on a level that I've never seen before on the internet. And I've been here for a very long time. 4 years ago, VTubers had a massive explosion in popularity
COVID,
here in the West. Now, obviously, they've been around in Japan for a while because this is very Japanese coded. But, 4 years ago, they blew up and people started getting into them. However, there was a lot of pushback from people like me included who were kind of like, what is this? I don't know what this is.
Which is fair. If you've never seen like a VTuber before, you're like, oh, what is going on? What is this? It's a okay, like, it makes sense, right? It's an okay reaction to have. But the difference is that I feel like with like Connor's reaction, and all of these other people's reactions, because I think a lot of people maybe are only seeing VTubers for the first time with like the Ironmouse news, and and with Ironmouse bringing that Twitch record, there may be people who like know, like sort of like on a surface level, like heard of VTubers, don't actually understand or know what VTubers are, but then they reacted sort of a lot more, in a toxic manner. It's okay like not being a bit like unsure and being uncomfortable with it. That's fine, but it's about the way you respond and it's the way you react to it, and sending hate to anybody is obviously not okay, and it's not the right response to do. It's fucked up, and you should never do it. You're an asshole.
But I don't know yet. I don't know. I gotta see. And I'm sure any VTuber who was around in this era could tell you the amount of hatred that was given out towards VTubers. Like, why are you using a voice changer? Are you a man? Are you an AI?
What are
perhaps?
you?
You know, pretty uninspired, insulting comments. And during this boom is when a lot of people found Ironmouse as well.
Yeah.
Now, Ironmouse had actually been streaming a long time before this as well, but it wasn't until this moment where a lot of VTubers were on Twitch and kind of getting great viewership. Now, obviously, VTubers choose to be represented by an avatar for a multitude of reasons, but for Mouse, it was for anonymity, which is why most VTubers do.
Which is completely fair,
I cannot talk for Mouse. You know, Mouse is her own person.
Yeah.
But, you know, Mouse has been sick for a very long time with a multitude of illnesses, but the main one being primary immune deficiency. Primary immune deficiency is slightly different to autoimmune diseases that you might have heard about. Autoimmune diseases are where your immune system kind of attacks itself, whereas primary immune deficiency means that your immune system just doesn't work or doesn't work very well. And I'm sure a lot of my viewers
okay, that's interesting. I did not really understand the inherent difference.
With this because I'm always raising money for charities that want to find cures and support people with primary immune. I never get it right. Primary immune deficiencies. I mess it up all the time. When you have a really bad case of primary immune deficiency, it means that stuff like vaccines don't work on. It means that you're worried about getting sick constantly from everything. Whereas maybe you and I could...
because your immune system... Because you don't have the immune system to fight back against the disease, like a common cold, like to us or to, you know, the average person wouldn't necessarily hurt them. But for somebody like Ironmouse, it can be pretty bad,
eat a bunch of dirt, maybe going even near dirt or someone who's slightly ill 20 feet away could easily get you sick or give you a bad case of pneumonia.
Crazy.
This disease means that Mouse pretty much can't interact with anyone and can't leave her room. And even if she wanted to, Mouse was disabled for a very long time and has slowly started to regain the ability to walk thanks to being able to finally support premium healthcare. Yay, love America! So this meant the only human contact the Mouse got was pretty much talking to her parents or very close family who she was kind of already adjusted to, and family who understood about the disease and took precautions. And look, I know this is a lot of information, but what I'm trying to get at is that you can only imagine how crushingly lonely this must be.
That's...
Imagine not being able to leave your room. Yes, we were all there during COVID, but we at least knew that it was probably going to end at some point. And I'm sure many of you knew, me included, that this was awful for our mental health. Not being able to see the people that you care about or interact with friends or just have a casual interaction with a cashier person is interactions that I'm sure all of us missed. And it was thanks to VTuber technology getting so much better and more accessible that Mouse was able to stream like me or like you or like any other big streamer. It was a level playing field. And on top of that, if you were a more artistically inclined person, you could show off your artistic skills by, you know, I don't know, costume design or singing or lore or voice acting. There's so many more facets to it than me raging at Jump King. It's talent, okay? And one of the best clips of Mouse's early career is when she's trying to raise money to get a new medical bed. Basically, normal beds, not good. They don't offer you support. They don't allow you to like, go like lie upright. Basically, a lot more support. She asked her viewers if they'd be willing to donate towards that, and within minutes, they'd smash that goal.
Wow, that's amazing.
My bed. I don't like calling you my bed. It makes me feel very embarrassed. It makes me feel not so good. So I like to call my bed my workspace because that's where I am all the time. Fox, thank you so much for the pedaling. God damn it! Now what are you doing? Now thank you so much for the dono.
Wow, because I mean the thing is, I think people just I hate the fact that, you know, people sort of undercut Mouse's like hard work, you know, by just being like, oh, you're a VTuber, you're horrible, like you're just a man with a voice change. And it's like, you know, like with any other streamer, you know, any other big streamer, like they probably have been grinding for fucking years and years and years to get to the point where they're at. Worked extremely fucking hard, but also Mousy is just very like so super genuine. It's just a real person, and that's sort of why, you know, I have huge respects for her. You know, even with this, it's like, you know, you can sort of feel that, like how I feel like genuine of a person that she is. She's not like, you know, she's not saying like, oh, what, she's entitled to your money. Of course not. It's more of, you know, hey, if you guys can, it would mean a lot to me if you could help me out. And, you know, it's fantastic and amazing that the internet can be amazing, but also horrible at the same time. And I think that it sort of shows, within like Mouse's community, how they have helped her so much, which is incredible and amazing, and how much money that Connor's community or Mouse's community or the VTuber community in general have raised money for these charities, but at the same time, how other avenues and other places of the internet can be hateful and can try and put you down, and it's really disheartening, you know?
And I think a lot of people forget that Mouse didn't used to stream long. Mouse used to only stream for like an hour or two at a time, and then would go offline to take medication.
Right.
But now feels comfortable enough to take the medication and still keep streaming, which I think is an amazing thing, and something that the outpouring support has.
Also, just like the thing is, I genuinely can't even fathom the fact that she was going through that much, and she is like, disabled in that sense, and she is still able to stream and stream consistently and continue doing it. Because even for like a lot of people, for people who don't have disabilities, it can be hard to keep on streaming, to consistently do it. It can be not just like draining, but it can be mentally straining at the same time. And to see Mousy like still continue to be consistent and stream for so many years and work so hard, it's so, I think, inspiring to see. It's incredible. Like, she is absolutely a fucking trooper. Like, she's amazing.
Allowed her to do. And obviously VTubers do more than just talk and play crappy games like me. Some of them have god-tier singing skills.
Yeah,
we all know that Mouse
insane.
was training to be an opera singer and sounds incredible.
She sounds insane. She sounds fucking insane.
You could look at me once more.
She sounds like a fucking Disney princess.
Combine that with aesthetically pleasing designs that are constantly changing, and it's no wonder that VTubers eventually had their boom. Now, obviously Twitch and YouTube have always been very gamer-centric and gamer-focused, and gamers aren't exactly known for being the most chill and reasonable people. Look, I was a Call of Duty kid. If I said the things that I said in those lobbies and they were recorded, I would not be here today. I would not have a career. Or any career. I was toxic, okay? Now look, I've been a content creator for 10 plus years online. It's been my entire adult life. I've been doing this for so long that I'm a fossil in internet years.
True.
And even before that, I would pretty much only spend my time on the internet. And it was normal that as a creator that you would get some kind of hatred towards you, or some people who would just blindly write mean comments.
Yeah.
It was part of the job. Doesn't mean it's a good part or that we should accept it, but it's just kind of how it was.
Yeah, it's kind of how
every creator would get a bunch of hate comments here and there. There was kind of a mutual respect amongst creators that you wouldn't just blindly insult each other for no reason. You wouldn't insult someone you didn't know or you didn't have beef with. It was a thing that you could expect because that's how normal people behave.
Yeah.
However, nowadays it kind of feels like that's not the case anymore. It feels like it's kind of encouraged or okay to punch down and make fun of other creators that you don't like or you think that something's weird about them. And this has happened a lot with VTubers. For example, in 2022, a massive TikTok creator, Noah Glenn Carter, made a video mocking the fact that people wanted to meet Mouse virtually. Here you go.
This might be the saddest video on the internet. So I want you to take a look at all these people. They were all trying to get the attention of a monitor. Basically, that's a popular VTuber on the monitor that was virtually attending an anime convention. And this whole crowd of people were following the monitor in hopes that they could get a picture with it.
Now, obviously, you and I know that Mouse can't leave her room, and this is the only way that Mouse can walk around a...
But I don't... I feel like that's so stupid in the sense of, like, okay, that there are so many like instances or the fact of like, yeah, okay, that there are people that do like ridiculous things for their favorite streamer, for their favorite YouTuber, for their favorite singer, for your favorite pop star. You know, people will go like beyond to even just like I don't know, you go to a BTS concert, right? And at a distance level from like, I don't know, meters away, just get a glimpse of one of the members or like a singer or something. You know, fans will go to places to see their favorite streamers, to see their favorite singer. And it's like, don't know why this weird versatile sort of energy or, hey, they're going to see a monitor? A monitor? It's like, what the fuck? It's like that. I think that 100% there had to be, I think, some conventions where somebody may have been there virtually, or there are people, that pay money to watch to watch a live stream of a panel, virtually, like, at home. It's just dumb. I don't know why the TikTok even exists. Like, what value did that TikTok bring in the slightest? Like, literally nothing. It was just dumb. It was just literally a dumb TikTok. Like, why? Like, why, out of all the things, that's what you're gonna talk about? Look at all these people following a monitor screen. Like, brother, hello? Like, what?
Convention or see any of her viewers, or any of those viewers can talk to Mouse. It's a rare experience for everyone involved and an amazing feat of technology that we can even do anything like this. And to his credit, he did apologize.
This is an apology to a creator called Ironmouse because of this video. Now, in my video on this, I called the video one of the saddest videos on the internet, which is completely unnecessary on my part. And Ironmouse actually responded, clarifying that the people weren't even crowding her, but instead they were crowding somebody named Connor that was there. I'm really sorry to you, Ironmouse, if you're watching. My video was completely unnecessary. I really hope that my video didn't cause you any kind of negativity or anything. And again, I am so sorry if it did. I will be deleting that video as soon as I post this.
Okay, well, at least he did apologize and delete the video. Like, he realized, oh yeah, this is, like, not a necessary thing. It was a super unnecessary. I respect that. I mean, I respect when people, realize they've made a mistake, or, they actually apologize for their actions. Like, I can't really fault the guy if he's genuinely apologized. He genuinely did apologize for the situation that happened. But I think that it sort of just shows that people, like, this situation, it's that people are really quick to make assumptions, right? You need to be careful with things. Like, it's because it's so easy just on a surface level to jump on something and have an opinion on something without looking at all the sides to it, or actually looking into the details of a particular situation, or looking into something. Because it's like, oh, you just see this at a surface level and they have an assumption, they judge it, but it's like, well, you don't know the context behind it. That's what happens all the time. We see these Karen videos and it goes viral, and people just make an assumption that, oh, well, this Karen's crazy and they must be in the wrong. But sometimes it's like, oh, no, wait, there's added context to that clip, and the person filming it is actually in the wrong. There's a lot of situations where it's sad in the sense of, on the internet, it's very easy to show something and make an assumption about it, and sort of spread misinformation or hate on something without knowing the true details of that said situation. Or, it's very easy to make an assumption of somebody when you don't know them. You don't know this streamer. You don't know this person. He doesn't seem like he had that much context or understanding of who Ironmouse was, of who Connor is. Doesn't seem like he does, or he understood. And that's why he sort of made an assumption.
First of all, ouch. Second of all, you didn't think there was going to be any negativity? What do you mean by that?
Yeah,
now, look,
I don't know.
To Noah's credit, he did apologize and take down the video, and I think that needs to be commended, as a lot of people don't have the common decency to do that anymore. But
it's like, why did you make the video in the first place? It was so unnecessary.
Would you not have taken it down if nobody complained?
That's true.
If everyone
that is a very valid point from Connor. It's that a lot of the time, it's like, I 100% feel like if there wasn't backlash for something, it would not have been taken down.
Haha, let's make fun of it. Would you not have taken it down? Or did you take it down just because people were like, hey man, you're kind of a dick? The reason why I show you this is not because I want to send any hatred. This is 2 years ago. It does not matter. It's over. Do not send hatred towards another creator. And if you do, you are a piece of shit and you should not be here. But why is it?
Look, the thing is, if you do that, you're just as bad. We can't be like, oh, let's stop sending hate to other creators by then sending hate to other creators. Like, that is just a double negative. Like, that's fighting fire with fire, and that is not taking the mature route. That is being childish, and that is just spreading more hate. And the entire point of this video is to not spread hate,
Now that you can just dunk on something that you don't know anything about, you don't understand, and you didn't bother to research into, why is that the norm now? Why is it that you just post first and research second? Oh, I got some hate about this. I'll take it down. Don't worry about the other 500 videos where I blindly made fun of people I don't understand. The sad truth now is that it seems like it's okay if you're a large creator to be a dick to anybody you want or don't like or don't agree with. You know, having a large audience is a huge responsibility.
Yes,
whether we like it or not, we are influencers. We influence people with our opinions and what we say. I'm sure.
I mean, the fact is like 1 million people have seen this video. Like 1 million people, hundreds of thousands of people are hearing what Connor's saying. And yeah, that is, you have influence on people. What you say, to a certain extent, does, you know, influence others and influence their actions. It does influence your audience. And it is a responsibility, and you need to a certain extent, need to be responsible for that. And yeah, it can suck sometimes, and I can't imagine, you know, having that kind of responsibility. But I mean, it's just the reality of it. Like, you need to a certain extent, be careful about the things that you say, or realize that what you say can have an impact. And you like being like, oh, haha. I mean, this is also just like something that is really versatile, is the fact that there have also been just a string of, I think, of bigger creators punching down on small creators. And when you're a small creator, you don't have the voice to fight back, or your audience is so small in comparison that hate just completely overshadows you. Completely, where you have no way to fight back, no way to speak your truth. And obviously, you know, it's bad to send it to anybody, to send hate to anybody, but I think to a certain extent, when you're a small creator, it can be worse, because you have essentially no real form of fighting back against it, because your audience is small in comparison. You know, it's like an army of 100 versus an army of like 10,000. You're not gonna win. You can't really fight back. And at the very least, it's like, if you are like a bigger creator, and another bigger creator is sending hate to another bigger creator, that you have a bigger voice to sort of have people sort of fight back for you. And it is a terrible thing in the sense of, oh, we need like different communities or fans in these communities to like fight against each other, or like, you know, fight back. But it kind of does happen, and it's like, it's just, I don't know, it's just like, don't blindly send people hate, but that's just not how the fucking internet is, you know?
Watching this video right now will be influenced by my opinion on all this stuff. That's how it goes. But for some reason, it's okay now to blindly hate others and send rabid fans to go and attack people and stuff they don't understand. Why? It's hard enough just existing right now. It is horrible living in this year. It is a miserable time to be alive. Why are we making it harder for everyone? And if you're a VTuber, it is kind of just accepted now that you just get this level of blind hatred all the time. It's insane. Why is this okay? Anyway, moving on with the timeline. Since then, Mouse, and I assume most VTubers, have had to deal with insult after insult that is normalized. For Mouse personally, this level of hatred and vitriol escalated another level when Mouse was nominated for the Game Awards. Now, the Game Awards have this category for Content Creator of the Year. Obviously, this year had a massive amount of very, very big creators that I'm sure we're all familiar with. But to the surprise of Mouse, and to most of us, Mouse got nominated. And this isn't saying that Mouse didn't deserve it. Mouse had an amazing year. Mouse had raised a ton of money for charity, had broken the all-time sub record for a woman on Twitch, and
that's insane.
Some of the most amazing shit when you consider that Mouse is bedridden and has to have medication every single day
that is actually fucking insane.
Completely changes how any of this would be done, and providing such an insane energy to every stream whilst battling a ton of medical issues that are permanent throughout Mouse's life. I think the nomination is deserved, and by some sheer miracle, Mouse had won the award. It was a crazy achievement, and nobody expected Mouse to win, to be honest, because Mouse was by far the smallest creator out of the ones that were nominated.
And the Game Award goes to Ironmouse. So, Ironmouse couldn't be here tonight because Ironmouse is animated, and sadly, we're not in the Matrix yet.
Obviously, these creators were massive, and a lot of their fans that are watching the Game Awards were a bit upset.
Yep, that's how it is. That's how it works.
About Mouse winning the award. This has led to a constant, and I cannot preface this enough, a constant stream of hatred now that Mouse has had to deal with openly on all of her socials for years now. This is the level of hatred that is normally like, I just gotta show you. I gotta show you. It's like ridiculous. This is 2022. Back when Mouse's comments were pretty normal, I'd say. As you can see here, this is beating Kai. Okay, a little negative and unnecessary, but not that bad. This over Kai. Bro, who are you? You know, and luckily at this point, not all the comments are like this. But they're by far the most liked ones. And it only gets worse the closer we get to today. We all came from that Kai video, right? This is #1 streamer. No way blood, this is #1 streamer. This is who gets #1 on Twitch.
Jesus
it's an evil
Christ.
world we live in. And you'd think, okay, maybe something happened at the time. This has been pretty much constant until now. Speed and Kai on top. How is the streamer of the year? How is the streamer of the year? This won the award, by the way. Oh, hell nah. This is who won. No cap, who's Ironmouse? Brain rot. This beats Cypher PK. Game Awards are wild. Why did you win? No way this won Creator of the Year. I'm crying. This literally goes on and on. And you'd think, okay, look, it's because Mouse won the Streamer of the Year. It probably stops after that.
No.
Oh, no. So many people are like, post this on Instagram Reels. Post this on Reels. Oh, yeah, great. Because love that. Love being toxic on Instagram. Bro, who are you? I'm begging you, please post this on Instagram. Why do people just want to be so cruel? What the f? Just chill the f out, man.
People are just fucking weirdos, sadly.
Who the f is watching this? This thing has the most subs on Twitch. How did you beat Kai? No human being on the planet wearing this. Okay, well, I wear it and it's on fire. Okay, jeez.
I think that looks cool.
I've never in my entire life seen a single stream. Why do you care?
Yeah,
why?
Yeah, literally, it's so true though. Why the fuck do you care? Like, why do you give a fuck? Like, yo, your favorite streamer not winning Streamer of the Year, like, they're fine. They're millionaires. Literally, like, they're literally millionaires. Like,
if I just haven't seen something, I just don't interact. I don't understand what has happened where we all feel the need to say our opinion and be like, yeah, guys, we hate this, right?
Yeah, that is a weird thing that it feels like now. It's like, you need to always just, like, insert your opinion. Like, sometimes you could just move on. Just go on with your life and not insert your opinion, because your opinion actually doesn't always need to be necessarily said. If it's not nice, maybe you just don't need to say it sometimes, you know? But no, it seems like there's this energy of like, no, I must say my opinion. I must, like, say my hateful opinion for no fucking reason.
Who cares? You're a loser! This has gone on for months. It's pretty much just led to Mouse just not posting on TikTok, which I feel is really f***ed up. You can just successfully bully a massive creator off a platform.
That's crazy.
The reason why this all happened, by the way, is just because Mouse won an award. What? And this is just the stuff that Mouse gets on her own socials. This doesn't include the hatred that she receives from just existing in those posts from those low-tier bait Twitter accounts.
Let me enjoy my waifu in peace.
Can you believe this?
People gotta be down bad. That's the only answer.
Is beating Mars streamer.
What the fuck is on my screen? 190,000 fucking dorks. Like, what?
Guys, and it only escalated once more when Ironmouse got the all-time sub record on Twitch, which led to a bunch of news articles tweeting about it and people talking about it. And unfortunately, a lot of people were just being blindly hateful.
Yeah.
And of course, this level of hatred doesn't just stay on the platforms you'd expect it to. It's also in Mouse's chat. Here is a 85-page document of just some recent bans of people saying the most heinous shit towards Mouse. Now, you're telling me this bitch-ass VTuber surpassed Kai Cenat? God, you know these people are so ugly. Just sad how Sims donate to this crap. This is the bitch that broke Kai's record. I refuse to believe any of you are real human beings unless you have less than 60 IQ. No one in this chat is real. I've been watching this shit
Oh my god.
for 10 minutes and I want to kill myself. How do people watch this shit, you weirdos? You'll never get on Kai's level. You guys know this is a fat guy, right? Amongst obviously all those insults, a lot of people saying that Mouse is lying about her illness, which, I mean, I don't have to tell you why that's wrong. Like, look at this.
It's just stupid.
This is psychotic. This is f***ed up.
Wow, that's crazy.
How is this okay? And by the way, this is the list, obviously, that doesn't include the N-word bans, or that would be another 20 pages. Because of course it would be. Like if this was my chat, I just would not stream. I would just not show up. This is f***ed. 100%. I want to get this.
Yeah, like, that's insane. Like, I can't imagine. I can't imagine, like, just it never stops, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I'm not blaming any creator. Obviously, we saw a lot of people name dropping Kai, saying how could this lose to Kai and all that stuff. This is not me blaming Kai in any capacity.
Yeah,
I think
the thing is that I don't think it's like complete Kai's fault. You know, Kai has not been like, oh, you know, directly like in a clip being like, oh yeah, go and send hate to Ironmouse. All the things that I've seen of him like talk about Ironmouse, it's been like he's been nice about it. And it's like when you have a massive audience, when you have such a insanely large audience, you sadly can't control everybody. But to a certain extent, I do feel like it's this kind of culture that it's this like bro culture that certain bigger male streamers have, and I think that it has this level of like hatred, like misogyny, like the Aiden Rosses of the world. You know, it's like a toxic audience, and I'm not saying that Kai's audience is toxic, but I am saying to a certain extent that I just think that like certain like male streamers like Aiden Ross creates this like toxic masculinity, this like toxic male audience that do send hate to others, this misogynistic audience.
His audience is at the size that is absolutely absurd, and at that level, you can try and tell your viewers, hey man, look, be respectful, which Kai has on numerous times.
Yes.
He's openly praised Ironmouse and been very supportive towards small creators.
Ironmouse has always been top 5 all time. He's somebody I had to pass during my first subathon. Now, I know people are defensive. I know a lot of people defend me and shit like that. But Chad, if you actually looked at her stream and actually kept up with what she's doing, you feel what I'm saying? Not only was it for a good cause, but it was pretty well put together.
But obviously, you know, as a creator, you do still have some influence over your viewers. And I think it's important to make sure that when you see this behavior in the community that you call it out. And I'm not entirely sure when this happened online, but it feels
because the thing is like, yeah, 100%. You do have a form of influence over what your audience does, but sadly, you know, you can say, hey, don't do this, and there's still gonna be people that will do it. But I only ever think that the creator should be blamed, obviously, if they've ever like encouraged the behavior, or that they have said, hey, yeah, go and send this person hate. Then they are responsible for a level of that said hate. But Kai can't control his entire audience. He has a fucking insanely massive audience. It's fucking crazy, and there's just stupid fucking idiots on the internet, and they will not listen. They won't.
Like, it's okay to just blindly make fun or hate something you don't understand or have not learned anything about. But I guess that is more of a reflection of the current times we live in, because everyone seems to do that all the time. As a creator, I would be embarrassed if I saw my viewers blindly hating on someone else using my name. I would be mortified if I saw that. And the one good thing about all you guys is that I know that you don't do that. And I appreciate that, because you're all cool and you're all normally well-adjusted people, I hope. And look, I'll admit, I don't have a point of this video. I don't have a plan. I was just going crazy looking at all of this open hatred and losing my mind, wondering why this is normal. That was literally it. And that's the reason why I'm making this video. And I kind of wanted to ask if anyone else or any other VTubers or any other even YouTubers, if you've experienced this same kind of level of blind hatred yourself. I would love to hear about it, just so that I know that I'm not going crazy. I hope we can have a civilized and good discussion in the comments. And so with that, I wish you all the best of luck. Don't let these urinal cake eating children distract you from what you want to do in life. Now I'm going to go drink a beer. All right.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have received hate, but I don't think I've ever gotten I don't think I'm relevant enough to get like that insane levels of hate. Didn't even mention the most ridiculous detail. She got all that hate for saying she wasn't even trying to be. Strangers nominated her, strangers voted for her, and she won because strangers decided. So imagine hearing some strangers talk about pizza place they really like, and then your reaction is to go to said pizza place and start loudly yelling about how it's not your favorite pizza place and telling the owner to die. these people are dumber than dirt, 100%, yeah. Or Mr. Chris Broad, seeing other content creators and toxic audiences wrongfully degrade and diminish such an inspirational milestone as the recent subathon has been both demoralizing and absolutely pathetic. Everything Ironmouse has achieved in her career and this year alone with the subathon are insane achievements, 100% fucking incredible achievements. Her story and all the success she's had has given me hope that the internet and social media aren't entirely beyond salvation. 100%. 100%. Like, her level of success and what she has achieved and done should be championed, and it's just terrible at how people wanna, diminish or, undermine those things. But, yeah, let me know down in the comments, what you guys, think. I'd love to hear you guys' opinions. If you'd like to see more VTuber videos in the future, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel for more VTuber-related videos in the future. See you guys watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.